Alright, so this video today is about just me doing some skills, ball handling, ball control, and shooting, passing. I do all these types of drills, and unfortunately at this particular moment, I didn't have enough money to pay for my personalized trainers that I use for fitness training and shooting training. So I had to do it this weekend on my own, but I'm always ready to spend the money that I need to in order to do the training, and I'm very invested in it. But this week it just was out of my budget. Normally it's not, but it just was, given my circumstances. But you're gonna see what I do in order to maintain my skills and improve where I can, and you'll see a special exercise at the end.
So I start off my trainings with ball control, specifically ball control while the ball is bouncing and in the air. So manipulating the ball while it's in the air. There are different types of ball control, and I'll be going over it throughout this video. So what you see here is me popping up the ball as soon as it hits the ground. This is good to create an element of surprise, and what you'll do here is you'll use either the left or the right part of your shoe, and in some cases the middle, but this all depends on where the defender is facing at the time you want to pop up the ball. And what this is good for is obviously hitting the ball over the defender and beating the defender with that element of surprise. And the element of surprise is just beating a defender and he doesn't expect it. So instead of the ball hitting the ground, you wait 1 to 2 seconds, your foot then goes towards the ball, the defender knows exactly what you want to do, he adjusts his body, and then he's gonna go backwards and prevent you from putting the ball over him. This is a move that Neymar does a lot, and it's good because as soon as the ball hits the ground and you're hitting it, you're not giving the defender much time to react to that move. Hence called the element of surprise that will beat the defender. So what I do after doing those type of things is I just do dribbling moves. I just practice dribbling the ball at pace. I practice different types of moves so that it becomes muscle memory at that point, and I no longer have to think about it. And this is something I've been doing for so many years, since I was a little kid. But I just keep it up because I think you can always lose what you don't use. So I always just spend a little bit of time doing some ball work. So what I'll focus on in this drill is mastering your first touch. So if you notice on the balls, I'm trying to do 2 touch. So I'm trying to set my second touch up by making a really good first touch. So whether the ball hits the ground or not on the way back, the important thing is that you learn to get your first touch good enough to where it can set your second touch up for a pass in this case. But in a game, that could be setting your self up for a shot, it could be for a pass, it could be for a dribble to get out of danger. So this drill is very important for mastering your first touch. So I really like this drill because in a game, a lot of times where people get stuck in situations is that their first touch is bad, and this prevents them from executing what they want to, because now they have to take additional touches, whether that's because they want to pass the ball or shoot the ball or dribble the ball in a specific direction. So here I'm using a restroom now, and the reason I use a restroom is because this is a close nearby me, and if I go to any other area it'll be a lot farther away, and I don't have the amount of balls necessary to do drills in a different place. So what I'm doing is I'm aiming for in this case the woman sign. So you see right there, mark that I've just marked over, and I just aim with my left foot, my right foot, inside of the foot, outside of the foot, and in this case I'm doing more of like a lob or a chip pass. And I always try to focus on both feet. The main reason is because of Zinedine Zidane. When I was growing up, he was my favorite player, and he was very good with both feet. So, and I guess you could say in a way it inspired me to master both feet.
My goal was to do 10 shots in a row, clean technique every shot. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I messed up on the 8th one, so I gotta start over. 10 consistent, concentrated shots in a row. I messed up at 9. I was supposed to do 10 good shots in a row, focused, concentrated. I messed up at 9. I'm really tired. I'm fatigued. But I said 10 accurate shots in a row, concentrated. Every single shot of the 10. It doesn't have to be perfect, but each shot has to be very concentrated on the shot. 10 times in a row. I'm behind. It's way past what I had planned. I planned to do something else, but I'm not leaving. And I'm gonna make sure to hold myself accountable that the 10 shots are recorded. So like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but in my heart, I have to know in my heart that each of the 10 shots I concentrated fully, and that I didn't let my fatigue get the best of me. I know in my heart what shots I concentrated and was focused, and what shots I let my fatigue get the best of me.
So when I'm doing this drill, I'm focusing on two things, specifically technique and where to hit it. When I'm on the left side, I'm focusing on the near side of the bathroom. When I'm on the right side, I'm focusing on the near side to my right. Doing this helps me to ensure that each shot is hit with intent to score at a specific area of the goal.
All right, my camera's overheating. It's getting really hot. It's the end of July. I want to record myself doing all the shots, but my camera might overheat before I do so. But I gotta have the integrity to do it, whether it's on camera or not. So I got an obligation to coach some kids at 2 o'clock. It's now 10:54. I'm giving myself an hour and a half to get 10 good shots. An hour and a half. I'm getting tired as time goes by. It's getting hotter. But if I gotta stay out here an hour and a half to get the 10 accurate shots down, then I'm gonna do it. All right, let's start again. Hopefully the camera doesn't go out before I do it. I took the camera under some shade. I'm hoping this will work. Anyways, let's go. Those 10 shots, I got an hour and a half. Hour and a half. So I ended up doing 10 shots in a row. Man, one thing this taught me, and I'm gonna do it again, I've never done this before, but one thing this has taught me is that every time I went to go shoot a ball, every single time, I had to put all my focus, all my concentration to make sure that shot was not going to be wasted, to make sure that that shot was like the last shot of the game. Like there was nothing after. If you mess up, it's over. You got to start all over. So that's one thing this taught me. Every shot, going into every single shot, you have to put 100% concentration, 100% focus on the technique. Every single shot. I swear, every shot, I thought it was like game 7, the last shot of the game, to win the game. Either you win or lose. Because I knew that if I missed it, I gotta start all over. And especially over time, when you train, you get tired, you get fatigued. And then in this case, it's hot. It's the end of July in Texas. But even if it's not the end of July, just with time as you train, you get more tired and more tired. So it becomes harder to focus. It becomes harder to concentrate. So you got to go into every single shot is like the most important shot you've ever taken. So this was an amazing drill. Unfortunately, my camera overheated before I could even finish on it. And I didn't find out until I made the 10 shots and I went over to go see and the camera was out. But anyways, I just had to put it here that I held myself accountable. No matter how long I would have had to stay, I was gonna do the 10 shots. Either I do the 10 shots or I leave because of an obligation I have to do. So I have to coach some younger kids, 6 to 7 year olds in some other city. But it was either I was gonna do 10 shots or leave because I've been here for however many hours and I just had to leave because I didn't have time. But I'm really happy about what I did. I'm gonna do it again in the future. Stay tuned.